Throughout NBA history, the Denver Nuggets are one of 12 teams that have never won a championship. In their franchise history, they've been in the 4 Western Conference Finals, with the 2 most recent ones being Carmelo's Nuggets back in 2009 and the Joker's Nuggets back in the 2020 Orlando bubble. The Nuggets have put together some exciting teams, but the goal of basketball is to go all the way, and Denver has yet to even go to a single NBA Finals, let alone win the title. But as the saying goes, every dog has its day. After nearly 50 years in the NBA, a championship is coming to Denver, Colorado. This current Nuggets squad is the best team they've had around Jokic, which is why they have the 2nd best record in the NBA, only behind the Boston Celtics. The NBA is as wide open as it's ever been. Super teams are a thing of the past, and no longer is there an overwhelming favorite. Several teams in the NBA this season have a legit argument for winning the title, but in this video, we're going to be making the case for the Denver Nuggets. If there's any year for Nikola Jokic to lead the Nuggets to a title, it's this one, because somehow after 2 MVP seasons, the Joker has gotten even better. Nikola Jokic is having the most efficient season of his career, shooting over 60% from the field, and his playmaking has reached an even higher level, putting up nearly a double-digit assist average. Not only is Nikola Jokic putting up the highest assist average from a center ever, but if he beats out Halliburton for the assist title, he will be the first center to lead the league in assists. Jokic is having a career season, which is why he's the favorite to take home the MVP. And the Denver Nuggets not only have a legit superstar Nikola Jokic, but also a legit co-star in Jamal Murray. He started off the year slow due to coming back from a torn ACL, but he's starting to regain his rhythm. And at his best, Jamal Murray is one of the top point guards in the NBA. His speed, explosiveness, and finishing at the rim has returned, and recently he's been shooting the lights out from deep. With Jamal Murray playing this well alongside Nikola Jokic, the Denver Nuggets are a legit title threat. The last time the Nuggets had a healthy Jamal Murray in the playoffs, they were in the conference finals, but in the past 2 years with Murray injured, Denver has failed to escape the 2nd round, and this makes sense because teams that go deep in the playoffs usually have multiple stars, and it's this elite duo of Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray that's the main reason the Nuggets can win it all. If you look at the history of the league, many of the teams that win the championship, like the Golden State Warriors for example, are legit super teams. But oftentimes, the team that wins the title is a team that has a bona fide superstar and a great co-star. Before the Warriors won the title last year, it was the Bucks who were built around their duo of Giannis and Chris Middleton, and before them, the Lakers with their duo of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Joker and Jamal Murray is a similarly great duo, and they play off of each other very well, whether pick and roll play to set Jokic up with an easy shot in the paint, or handoff plays to set Jamal Murray up for an easy basket. History suggests that championship teams usually have to have at least a dynamic 1-2 punch, and the Nuggets have one of the best in the NBA between Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. One reason some fans may disagree that the Nuggets can win the title is because of their defense, and they'd have a point. As dominant as the Nuggets have been this season, they haven't been great defensively, only ranking 16th in defensive rating over the season. They say defense wins championships, and this is supported by history. Since 2000, the only teams to win the championship that ranked outside the top 10 in defense were the 2017 Warriors, who ranked 11th in defense, and the 2001 Lakers, who ranked 22nd. And even in those cases, the Warriors were a legit super team, while the 01 Lakers had 2 top 10 players of all time between Shaq and Kobe. The point is, all of the championship teams were really good defensively, and the ones that weren't had ultra elite talent to make up for their lack of defense. And as discussed before, the Nuggets are very talented, but they're definitely not a super team. Fortunately, the Nuggets have been playing excellent defense since a really bad start. Back in December, the Nuggets defense was rock bottom, ranking just 28th in defensive rating. Mike Malone called out the team for the Nuggets' poor defensive effort after an ugly loss to the Lakers, in which they gave up 126 points, and since then, the Nuggets have been defending like a great defensive team. What Mike Malone said to the Nuggets clearly hit home, because since that brutal loss on December 17th, the Nuggets rank 5th in the NBA in defensive rating. How have the Nuggets been so good defensively? For starters, KCP and Bruce Brown, who were both acquired in the offseason, have leveled up the Nuggets' perimeter defense. They're both big, strong guards who fight hard through screens and defend the point of attack very well. Aaron Gordon is the Nuggets' best perimeter defender, which is why he usually guards the other team's best scorer. His size and athleticism allow him to stay with his man, and when he does occasionally get blown by, he can still recover and get the block. The Nuggets have a lot of quality defenders, and Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., who have been poor defenders in the past, have really increased their effort on the less glamorous end this season. As a team, the Nuggets have been doing a good job of keeping opponents out of the paint, rotating well, defending the three-point line, and forcing turnovers. They haven't been a great defense all season, but they've proven over the past month that they certainly can be. After the Nuggets' bad start, they likely won't be top 5 in defensive rating by the time the season ends, but they can certainly be top 10, so don't let their mediocre defensive rating fool you. This Nuggets team can defend well enough to win a championship. On the other end of the court, the Nuggets are second to none. Their 118 offensive rating not only ranks number 1 in the NBA, but if maintained would be the best offensive rating in NBA history. How are the Nuggets so great offensively? Of course, this has a lot to do with Jokic, who's not only an ultra-efficient scorer, but he generates a ton of easy shots for his teammates. Jokic has great chemistry with the guards on his team, where he runs tons of handoff plays that always results in a quality shot. The Nuggets are also benefiting from the best three-point shooting in the NBA, with the Nuggets shooting an insane 40% from 3 as a team. Players like Bruce Brown, Michael Porter Jr., and KCP are all shooting over 40% from downtown. All of this results in a historically great offense where Jokic constantly generates great shots for himself and his teammates. And the teams that send double teams and traps are punished with three-point bombs. And the Nuggets are not only thriving on both ends, but they finish games better than any other team in the league, ranking number 1 in net rating in the clutch. The Nuggets play great defense when it's winning time, and they have 2 of the clutchest players in the league between Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Both players are capable of hitting big shots when the game is on the line, and they've also done it in the playoffs. In the postseason, games often come down to the wire. The fact that the Nuggets play so well when it's crunch time bodes well for a championship run. Lastly, the Nuggets have the bench pieces that's needed to win a championship. The truth is, depth is overrated. In the playoffs, rotations are cut, and series are usually decided by who has the better top-end talent rather than who has the deeper bench. But you still need to have at least 2 to 3 solid players that can provide your starters a breather in the playoffs. The Nuggets have an emerging second-year player in Bones Highland. He's an absolute bucket, leading the Nuggets bench players in scoring at 13 points per game. Bruce Brown is another very good player who's been huge for Denver this season as a lockdown defender and shooter. And in addition to those guys, the Nuggets have Jeff Green, Zeke Naji, and Christian Braun, who are all solid bench players. This isn't the best second man unit in the NBA by any means, but this is a strong bench and is just what Denver needs to aid their title run. Between an incredible dynamic duo, an elite offense and emerging defense, and quality bench, the Nuggets have the pieces of a championship team. With the NBA being as wide open as it's ever been, don't be surprised when the Nuggets win the championship at the end of the season and Nikola Jokic adds Finals MVP to his collection of career accolades. But anyway guys, that's going to be it for me. I know this is a bold claim, so I want to hear what you guys think. Are the Nuggets going all the way this year? Tell me in the comments. Guys, like the Nuggets, I'm also trying to achieve greatness. I'm hoping to get to 15,000 subscribers before June, so please, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more dope content just like it, drop a like on the video and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and have an amazing rest of your day.